What's up, kids? I'm T, and this is my first check-in for the Get Back track. And I'll kill the suspense right now. I did lose some weight, actually more than I expected to, but honestly, that's not the best thing that happened. Let me get into it. All right, as you know, I've been documenting my self-improvement journey in a little project I'm calling the Get Back track. And in my establishing point video, I shared my first little character sheet, progress sheet. And here's my second one. As you can see, we've got a couple of things trending in the right direction. The one that I'm most jazzed about, my biggest win, I guess you could say, is obviously the weight loss. I created my first progress sheet on June 1st. So that means that in the past 7 weeks, I have lost 13.6 pounds, or an average of 1.94 pounds per week. I'm aware that, in the beginning, weight tends to come off in bigger chunks. So, I do know that. And, like a lot of people, I'm impatient. I want payoff immediately, but I just keep reminding myself that these are lifestyle changes and things that I need to, be able to do basically forever. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and all that crap. And as you can see, I did increase my average step count too. Not by a ton. I've really just been trying to squeeze in a walk around the block whenever I can. But I definitely want to up that. Try to do maybe 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week or something, and kind of just build up from there. Also, too, if you're watching my Summerween short series, you'll know that I've recently discovered the Conqueror virtual walking challenges. So I'm also using those as motivation to get my steps in. Okay, so that's it for the progress sheet. Now, what have I actually been working on since the first video? I didn't want to overwhelm myself, so I decided to pick 3 things and kind of focus in on those first. And those 3 things were journaling, drinking more water, and meal planning. I've done journaling on and off throughout my adult life, but I'd usually fall off after a few weeks due to prioritization issues or just giving myself too strict set of rules to follow. So this time I decided to keep it very loose. I can write as little or as much as I want, and I can write about whatever topics I want, and whenever I have the time. It doesn't need to be, right in the morning when I first get up or right before I go to bed. I just basically need to write a little bit about what I'm thinking about every day. I know all the benefits of drinking water and how I'm not drinking enough, and I should be replacing all the tea and soda and juice that I drink with water. So basically, I just started doing that. I've got my pretty little water cup here that I carry with me all throughout the house, and I just sip on it all day. And then if I'm going into the office or running errands, I'll use this one because it's spill-proof and fits inside most of my bags. Sometimes I'll get where I need a little bit of flavor. I can't do the plain water today. And when that happens, I'll just put a little bit of raspberry lemonade in the water, and that does it. That takes care of the craving, I guess you could say. And it won't, totally mess up my groove. And the really good thing is that my stomach is actually very, very sensitive to any kind of lemonade. So unlike juice or iced tea, I can buy it and not worry about, caving in and drinking it straight. Because if I do, I'm gonna get a stomachache. Phew, I could probably devote a whole episode to meal planning, but I don't want this episode to run an hour long, so I'll summarize. This one is the biggest struggle for me. If I don't have some kind of loose meal plan for myself, I kind of go off the rails. I'll get fast food, do a lot of snacking, drink soda, all the nonsense that I'm really trying to steer clear of. So at the end of every week, I create a loose meal plan for myself that includes all 3 meals each day and the weekends. Because way back when, anytime I would try to meal plan, I wouldn't account for the weekends, and that just wouldn't go well. Then I'll create an ingredient list and comb through the fridge, freezer, and pantry to see what we already have and what I actually need to buy. I've got a pretty good groove laid out with this, but there's still tweaks that need to be made. I think the Sunday prep kind of needs to be broken up into 2 days instead of 1. But yeah, so far so good. It's not a perfect system yet, but it's definitely getting the job done. I'm feeling really good about the way that things are progressing, so I think it's time to add in 3 more quests. The first one is the easiest one, and that is going to be weekly do-it-yourself pedicures. I love being barefoot, but I'm not trying to have dry, crusty-looking feet either. So yeah, I think this will be a good one. Now the second one is going to be a little bit harder, and that is getting to bed by 10:30 every night. Lately, my sleep has just kind of been all over the place, and I my daughter is, thankfully now pretty much consistently sleeping throughout the night. So I really have no reason to not be getting a good amount of sleep. And the last one, this is going to be the hardest one for me. That is to start some kind of light strength training. I don't want to, but I need to do it. I know I need to do it. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this check-in, and it definitely makes me excited for the next one. And if you guys, if anybody would like to share how their wellness or glow-up journeys are going in the comments, I would love to read about them. But okay, so anyway, though, next week we're going to shift gears and we're going to go back into Yule Goal season. Yay! I'm going to start planning this year's party's activities, and I already have a couple new things that I'm excited about. So yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. So thank you for watching. That's not good. For this episode to run an hour. And that was usually due to meal planning, not prepping, planning. Okay.